You cannot come into a team like Chelsea as a player and you are not expected to deliver almost immediately.
I'm coming back to win the Premier League this
Jesus
new
Christ
season.
Rise
go
again.
You don't even have confidence.
Rise
Say it now.
again.
Why is your voice slow now? Just say it. Say
Rise
it to the mic.
up.
Guys, this show is all about Man U.
Me, I'm telling you, and I'm saying it now. I'm looking at the camera now. My eyes is on that Champions League trophy already.
Wow. Said nothing must touch Martinelli. Whether you are bringing in Messi, you are bringing in Prime Ronaldo, you are bringing any player, Martinelli must
at least
occupy that
we have
position. You want to finish our program, yes. He doesn't want to go. If you like, go. If you like, stay here. For me, now my house get me so. And me, I don't waka.
Your empty house with 0 trophies.
It's the Box 18 podcast.
This.
We are so back, man. First and foremost, before we say anything, just give that hand to those, I don't want to call them bad names today, but those Agberoism. Let us just clap for them. Chelsea, world champion.
Wait. Me, I even still say, you know, go.
No.
You have to clap. You have to clap. Oh, yeah.
Honestly, at the time when you think Chelsea are their lowest, say everything don't pafuka for them. They just find a way to come back into our faces. 2 years ago, with their former coach in America now, I thought our 13, 14 place is their position. But Chelsea get that tough skin that you see in a champion.
We are winners, of course.
Calm down.
But we are winners now.
Anything. Who is this guy safe now?
David Oyedepo.
You know, so like
winners champion.
But we are so winners now. We win. That's what we do.
Wait, calm down.
Okay,
you know, say you there for middle.
Sure.
And there is a reason why you are here
say,
in the middle. By the time you are doing like this, you don't say, ADT.
No, we're good.
And for Cavs, they here.
Don't worry. For
so
today,
Alex,
we're going to focus the energy on
Alex.
you.
Yes, of course. Now I'm the winner.
Alex, calm down. You are the world champion, indeed.
Yes.
And you deserve the cap. As in, unfortunately, for Cavs didn't come with his cap. I don't give you my cap.
So no
but
cap.
the truth is, Chelsea are a mad club.
Yeah.
They get that skin way their boys get for Nigeria.
100%.
You see them do things
100,
unthinkable.
100,
And I have to say it, that Chelsea, now the club, unlike their North London neighbor, where we say, now vibes and inshallah they get, but they don't do anything when it comes to winning. But guys, it feels so good to be here with you radicals again. And I know that for the next 35 minutes, guys, I go pull somebody's leg today and be ready. Well, the name is Faruk Adetola. The guys are here. I'm not going to introduce you guys, so if you like, talk your name. If you like, don't talk out. Now you sabi. The show don't start already.
This is what Man U fans do every time.
You always make noise.
They look for a way to
Focus on
pass their
history.
aggression
On people.
to other things.
ADT.
but you don't call my name. Why you call my name now?
I'm going somewhere.
You see?
Yeah,
You know that guy must sit down.
Get there. Get there.
Anyway, guys, this is Alex. This is Faruk.
Yeah.
And that is
ADT.
the main man, ADT.
I don't
Let's
like
go
it
there.
that you don't add my champion.
Champions of the world.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
My name is Alex, champion of the world.
The world champion.
Yes.
World champion for
Yes, I
short.
like it,
And
I like
of course, if me I don't even talk about your presence now, you should be able to say, yes, we are the main man. We are the main man. You guys are the main man now at this point in time. Chelsea always find a way to do the unthinkable.
Yes, it's our
But
team.
welcome to Box 18 Naija. Box 18 Naija. We don't land, we don't come.
We don't show.
And there, anything goes. You know, before the start of the Club World Cup, none of us here would rate Chelsea top 1, 2, 3 in the world. And that's the truth. Even you, where they support Chelsea, maybe because you are supporting Chelsea, you just use that
Why will I
sentiment.
not rate my
But
club?
in truth, if you want to be sincere as an analyst, that where will Chelsea finish? You would have envisaged them finishing in top 3. Not talking of top 1. But PSG was like a team that had the storm. You come, you collect. No matter how big you are, the biggest collects 4. They collected 4. 3 in the first half. In the first 20 minutes, that match was dead and buried. But Chelsea keep on telling us that, see, if you even go beat us, you have to struggle to beat us. That has been the vein. That has been the culture right from time. And to talk Like Chelsea will maintain that same spirit in the when they were facing the likes of Barcelona, Bayern Munich. You score them one, they score you two, and they lock up. Now they can still replicate that with a new, different setup entirely. It shows that indeed the sky is blue.
Of course. You know, the funny thing is, when with the whole crisis and Abramovich having to sell Chelsea, like the fans, everything was a total crisis. And then we had to let go of a manager that just won the Champions League for us, Thomas Tuchel. And, you know, selling half of the squad and just spending, you know, coming with American owners who are just throwing money into the pit and spending money, buying so many players that we at that time. But now nobody's talking about the 2 billion now because when you spend money, of course, me I dey spend money, so I suppose they win these trophies.
You don't
if you don't spend money, you suppose they win all these trophies.
Alpha, relax,
so I feel people are always like,
relax,
you guys are just spending 1 billion. What's this? Especially the time that we were under Pochettino and you know we're feeling woefully. And to this day, I thank God that we spent that money on Cole Palmer. That guy, what a revelation. That guy single-handedly turned our season around for, you know, during Pochettino when he was the coach. And of course, he's still here destroying the biggest, what do you call it? PSG.
The biggest.
One thing I would definitely say is the fact that people fail to realize that Chelsea's ascendance in the Club World Cup this year is 2 years in the making. 2 years of failed experiments, 2 years of trying and, you know, picking and dropping, 2 years of players trying to, you know, develop themselves and settle in. Because one thing, to be honest, we need to give the players credit for is settling down. You cannot come into a team like Chelsea as a player and you are not expected to deliver almost immediately. You are playing for one of the top clubs in the world. Don't forget that Chelsea also has history behind them. They have, you know, a history of always winning, history of finishing top 3 or top 2 in the league on a good day, you know, when they have their Arsenal on ground. And post Roman Abramovich, you know, and of course, you know, the really murky waters of you have to sell the club under compulsion, then new owners, then of course the spending spree they went on. You have to remember the fact that the players that they brought in are not players that were not good. They were good players.
Absolutely.
But these players, and we have seen what happened in this Club World Cup. We have seen Enzo Fernandez play one of the most beautiful football, you know, he has played in his Chelsea career so far. I stand to be corrected. But we have seen him actually step into that role and step into that spotlight that Chelsea fans see him as. You know, we have seen Caicedo play with renewed vigor. You know, we see Cole Palmer show why he's called one of the coldest players on earth. You know, really,
the coldest,
literally. You know, and more or less we have seen players literally settle. And I think this tournament was that icebreaker for them. So you know what? 2 years ago, we were looked down upon. Now we're finding our skin. And I said it last time. Faruk, relax yourself. Relax yourself.
No.
Relax yourself.
You said we.
I'm speaking. We is collective for Chelsea. I'm not inclusive. I'm just saying. And I told you that. I told you point blank that Maresca is cooking. He's cooking. And guess what? He was cooking PSG.
He cooked them.
He literally cooked them, made suya with them, and he served them inside fridge or freezer with Cole Palmer. I need to say this. I need to say this. Right? The fact remains that you can tell from each game that Chelsea played in the Club World Cup that they learned from their mistakes.
Yes, I agree.
With each game they played.
Yeah, 100%.
Immediately they lost that game. The first game they lost in the World Cup. Because the next time they came back, they literally worked on those. Like you were seeing Maresca make changes to the squad. Yeah. Literally, like based off certain things that you noticed previous game, and you could tell that they watched tapes.
Absolutely.
I don't think that PSG took their foot off the pedal. I believe that Chelsea overwhelmed them in that final.
100 for you.
Exposed certain loopholes that nobody actually saw in PSG. You know, in the last 5 or 10 games that PSG has played, I mean, they've gone on this massive winning streak, demolishing players. Chelsea exploited those loopholes in the finals, and 4 goals came out of it, and they are Club World Cup champions. Give it to them.
You can't take that away from Chelsea.
Give it to them.
Yeah, let's give it to them.
Give it to them.
So speaking about the Flamengo game, I mean, I was very mad that we lost that game because, you know, when you are looking at the potentials for, you know, the elimination, the round of 16 and quarterfinals,
but was a blessing
we
game.
all wanted to be on the easier side.
Yeah.
And when we lost the game to Flamengo, I was just so sad. I was just, what's going on? Like, oh, I don't want to end up playing these big guys. But at the very end, it turned to a blessing. And, you know, rival fans, they're always like, you people, that what's easy route. But easy route to the final, and then we'll beat the PSG.
That is exactly where I'm going to say. Regardless of who you guys took away in the final, which is PSG, obviously the best team in the world in quotes.
Yeah, is it Manchester United that is the best team in the world?
Not with the title, but at least the best team in the world in quotes. The one with the title
right now
is Chelsea. We all know that. But if you look at the route Chelsea took to the final, you have to say they have been very, very lucky. And that has always been like that in the past, especially in this Conference League that you guys won some few.
But you lost your final to...
That's Europa League now. That's Europa.
Now. So but that is Europa.
What is Europa? National Cup?
Would you rather play in Europa League?
Yes.
Or I don't want to call it conference because look at the names that Chelsea played against. You hear Kashkaski from probably Norway, another name from Romania. Some clubs that I cannot even call.
One thing Man U knows how to do
is just to undermine the trophies.
Apart from undermine, when they don't play in a league, they make that league look like, you know, editors, you work now. Shit. All right? But when they don't play that league, because trust me, until Man U won Europa League, they didn't like Europa League. Their fans don't like Europa. They're like, no, a club like us.
League,
then they won like, we won Europa. We won this thing.
Regardless, I don't want to ever play in Conference League. I'd rather just be chilling somewhere.
You don't have a choice. You're not playing in that sport. You're not playing anything. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice.
That's a deliberate act.
It's not a deliberate act.
I'm coming back to win the Premier League this
Jesus Christ, another
season.
You don't even have confidence. Say it now. Why is your voice slow now? Just say it.
Rise up.
Guys, this show is not about Man U. No. It's not about Man. In fact, Man U is not even on this rundown at all.
Okay.
Even though we don't have any rundown. But in the rundown that we are working with, Man U do this.
I like that you use rundown because Man U has rundown, to be honest.
But there is a
like that. Yeah, it's a rundown.
That one enter. But don't worry now. Me to run down, not my run up.
Hola! This episode is brought to you by the Sleeper app. ADT, Chelsea.
As my guy has said, the Sleeper app is where you can view live performances of players, watch highlights, get in on discussions, and do what? Make predictions. My brother, hurry now, download it.
Before that final, I said elsewhere that forget the fact that even Chelsea end up losing, they are already ahead of the project. Because, to be honest, after the takeover, the problem that happened, that was so obvious to the fans that everybody was like, is this Chelsea? But what they were able to put together at the World Club Cup, even if they had lost that final, I told someone that Chelsea is ready for the new Premier League season. They might not win it eventually, but they would give every big team a good run for their money. And with this now, let us be futuristic. Do you think Chelsea don't have any business saying we cannot face up with defending champion Liverpool? Arsenal have been runners-up back-to-back failure. Man City, who stumbled last year, and they are trying to get themselves back after dominating for the last 4 years before now. And perhaps maybe all those Nottingham Forest, Newcastle United, Aston Villa of this world. Do you think Chelsea can say, yes, we are back for real?
Well, I mean, with the players that we're signing and obviously the new ones that are going to be coming in at a point, I'm telling you, and I'm saying it now, I'm looking at the camera now. My eyes is on that Champions League trophy already.
Wow.
Because I'm going trophy by trophy. I'm out for blood. So if you're looking at this PSG, so what we can say is that if Chelsea was in the Champions League last season, PSG will not win the Champions League.
Wow, does it work that way?
Yes, it works that way.
Oh, this guy.
It works that way. It works that way.
1 + 1 in football is
because next season, it can never be 2. Now, I'm looking at the Champions League. And then probably maybe you can add like 3 more trophies to it to make it for quadruple, and I'm okay. I feel I have the squad for it, and I'm, very, very confident.
Wait.
This was you guys before the PSG game. Okay. This was you guys before the PSG game. Oh, Chelsea fans, you guys are so delusional. Yeah. You guys can't beat PSG. Oh, what happened? Even a single goal for a team that has been giving Real Madrid, Bayern, 4 goals, 3 goals.
It happens.
They could not score 1 goal.
That's the truth. They can't. And I think Maresca also deserves a lot of praises and also apology from Chelsea fan. Because leading up to that final, when I saw the lineup and also online, all these online coaches that did not even go to secondary school.
Half academy.
Half academy.
NFF academy, you don't go.
Half-baked coaches were like, what did this guy they give us? Why is the captain playing in the midfield?
Yeah.
But honestly, I would say what won the match for Chelsea. It's not even the goal scored by Palmer or the assist he gave to João Pedro. Yeah. It was that block from Cucurella.
True that.
That is like scoring 2 goals for your team. And also, obviously, the goalkeeper. Now, I want to play the devil's advocate. Yes. You guys have saying Sanchez cannot win us anything. Gree. He won the Conference League. By mistake again, he has won the World Club Cup. That is the biggest title, if you want to be sincere, in world football. Talking about club football. Really? Yes, obviously.
Well, okay.
When was last time you played the Club World Cup?
Let's go. No, let's
agree. They match you.
Let's agree to disagree.
You think that Chelsea should just stick with this team, or 2 or 3 changes to the team, most importantly, the goalkeeper. But with what I saw, I think that guy can adapt, honestly.
So me, as a Chelsea fan, looking at this squad and everything, I still feel we need a goalkeeper. Chelsea is a club where any player that comes in, you are guaranteed to win a trophy. Wow. Look at João Pedro. He was there chilling on the beach. We signed him in 10 days.
Why you feel like this? Why you feel like this last season? Why you feel like last season about winning a trophy?
João Pedro won the Club World Cup. Just imagine you chilling on the beach and then you just give you a call, hey, come and sign for this club, and then you sign, and then in 10 days you're celebrating a trophy. So, can't happen in your club.
Wow.
I don't think you are even anywhere near getting a major trophy.
Don't talk to me that
I don't think you are anywhere near getting
of what you are doing now. Alex, I'm still bigger. But you should be talking to Arsenal fan, honestly.
Which Arsenal fans? Those fans are there. Second, next season.
Again, maybe after guaranteed.
Maybe I'll take the Premier League title also with the Champions League.
Well, this guy, not the proud to watch you.
This
are big. We're not coming back again.
But honestly,
you know why I love this Club World Cup? For 4 years, I'll continue tormenting you. I will continue tormenting you for 4 years. So better start getting used to it. I still feel that we should just maybe go back, beat the Magnon, and
should we just go?
Try to get the goalkeeper.
Let's just go.
I think they've paid him. Chelsea has paid him like, want to do proper PR for the club.
But it's not PR. I want the Club World Cup. I should be the main guy.
But true be told,
that gold badge for 4 years.
4 years.
Or more.
But truth be told, I don't believe that I believe that if somebody's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we have seen this affect teams like Arsenal, and I believe that this is one of the reasons Arsenal has not contended for the league.
Yeah.
Or tried to win the league in the last couple seasons. Squad depth. Whilst of course the squad is good right now, I think it will not be bad to add some few more talents that can come in and swing the ball in your favor. A goalkeeper obviously would help in that regard, not just having a good goalkeeper. I think it also helps to keep us on it. I mean, there was a time that, keeper had Chelsea had like a stacked, goalkeeping, where that top or 2 choice keepers were really, really good. Were really, really good. So anyone they called on could easily come in and, and also give the current number 1 goalkeeper a run for his money, because it means that he has to literally put in good numbers day in, day out, or else he will be out of the starting lineup. So it would not be bad to have that for Sanchez. So it doesn't get to his head as well. I feel like a few more attacking options will not be bad, and also midfield options will not be bad for Chelsea, in the sense that get some really, really decent players that can come in when your top performers are not bad. But beyond just giving props to Maresca, I think we should also give props to the players. These players are playing with some form of discipline and urge that I've not seen players play for in long. This is what we are expecting from clubs like Man United, whose players are playing like they don't want anything at all.
They have we saw, number 9.
I mean, we saw a Yao.
Is it that we call to support Man United?
We saw a João Pedro that literally got himself in that mentality that I'm going to a club like Chelsea, so I need to most likely get my discipline game up. We saw him training, like once he heard the news of the fact that there's a club asking for my hand or for my services, is Chelsea. Man started training in the off-season. Started putting himself in got a physiotherapist, got a coach to, literally get him, in proper shape. That's literally kind of mentality. And we're seeing these players putting those numbers on themselves, putting the work off the pitch so that they can deliver on the pitch as well. So I think the discipline of the players needs to be commended. And I think if we're going to, in the next season, beyond just the tactical ability of the coaches, because right now I think the Premier League is tactically stuck. We have literally a lot of one of the best coaches in the world right now coaching across the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's going to go beyond the tactical know of the coaches. It's going to now go to how much these players really want to win it for their club. Because right now, I think we're having a dying of hunger across the leagues in the world. I think we're now creating a class of agile players. That's why arguments like the players of then will still whiplash or trash the players of now, because literally talent to talent and hunger. I mean, that's why we're having that kind of argument, because literally we've not seen the hunger on the part of these current players right now. I mean, I can list in the current playing generation about 15 players who you can see the talent there, but they are under delivering. Under delivering. They're playing, actively playing, and you're like, this guy, we see what you can become. Yeah. But almost like they're not putting in the work to become that which you can become. And this is also something you can see for previous years or previous players. Because you see that these guys they are playing when football was heavily contact.
Yeah.
Like your ankles, your knees can get broken mid-game. And the referee will say, oh, it's all right, the yellow card, play on.
Absolutely.
Now,
sometimes no yellow self.
No, exactly. Play on, literally. And now now any small contact like this is almost I'll go and check it. We're getting games getting called back. And we're saying that you guys have literally, you have the technical know-how now. You have, the rules almost in your favor now. You have the facility now in your favor. Because, I mean, the facility we have now are not what we have then. Football was not as heavily comprehensive as it is now.
Yeah.
Then.
It was not sophisticated.
Do you understand? So now like this, everything is there, but we're seeing it's almost like, okay, yeah. I mean, these players don't know what is come from the slums of Brazil to come and play. I mean, look at how João Pedro is playing. Because you know that, bro, if you don't play well, but they go back to Brazil, go play for Fluminense.
Yeah.
And if you don't collect more money for your life, you understand? So you know that, bro, this is my family's ticket out of poverty. And literally, you can see this for a lot of players out of them. But now we're not seeing that as well. So these are things I feel that, would help decide ultimately, who wins in the coming season, and not just the Premier League, across other leagues in the world, in my own opinion.
Well said. But now, Chelsea, congrats once again. What you have done now will put you up against so many enemies. And this is where the job starts, honestly. All that happened in the last couple of weeks, yes, nobody expected it. But you have earned it, world champions. So be ready to get a lot of backlash from players, from clubs, but I think Chelsea will be fine. That's one that I always say. Forget where Chelsea have. Forget how bad they have been for the last 2-3 years. Chelsea are Chelsea. They will always be fun and find a way to win titles when it matters the most. Unlike some other clubs that cannot. The only thing they brag about for the last 25 years is that golden cup that's invincible. So guys, wake up, Gunners.
Wake up.
You need to start matching up with Chelsea. They are now the king of London officially. In fact, king of England and also king of the world. It's as easy as that. Now about this match, PSG Chelsea, a lot of conversation online everywhere is PSG against the greatest club in the world in the past. The team that won the Champions League back-to-back, that dominated in the early 90s, that was AC Milan. We talked about Barcelona of 2009 to 2012. Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, and the likes. We also talked about that team that won back-to-back titles in the Champions League. Ronaldo, Bale, and Benzema, Modric, and Kroos, all these guys, and Ramos. Can we place this PSG team? Forget they have won it just once. But it's about how they take teams apart. You give teams 3-4-0, and you're like, well, make you just relax. Let them just also play. And they will still not catch up with you. That is literally what they have done all through for the last 6-7 months. Yes, this match is a setback for them to go and learn again. But can we have that conversation that these guys can match up with that team anytime?
So, to me first, I don't think they match up to
because you beat them.
Not because I beat them. No, because I beat them. Wait, I have my reasons.
Razor.
Because, okay, fine. Why they are a young side, letting go of Mbappe, everybody thought that they would have a setback, but then, having Kvaratskhelia, having Duoe, having Dembele, the whole pressing and everything. But you can't compete against Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets. Those guys, they would have dropped like 900 passes and you will stop running. That gimmick that Dembele and what they call that guy, Bakula, they'll go and stand on the touchline and they'll be looking at the keeper. You will not collect that ball. You will not collect that ball. Busquets will just be passing triangular passes, and when the ball gets to Messi, we all know he's driving into the defense.
But I have watched Champions League for a long time, finals.
Yeah.
And for the last 20 years, if you want to pick out the most dominating team in the final, I think PSG ranks ahead of every other team.
Why? Is it because of the 5-0
defeat? Yes. No, that's
the fight. No. Inter Milan side.
No. Inter Milan played against City 2 years ago. Before that final.
Yes.
Against Man City, ultimate Man City.
Yes.
And they struggled to give them just one. It was end-to-end stuff.
But Real Madrid beat Liverpool 3-1.
You can't compare that to this. It was top-to-top. It was going here and there. But that's final. The last time I saw a final like that was when AC Milan destroyed Barcelona 4-0. And also perhaps AC Milan and Man U against Barcelona. Forget Man U scored a goal in that match at Wembley. Yeah. Man U were practically chasing shadows. As in, I heard that years back was detailed to stop Iniesta and Xavi.
And
when he got to the dressing room, after running up and down, the guy was vomiting inside his drum. Yeah. That's how Barcelona can be very... But this one apart, honestly, I think it's a very healthy conversation that can this team, dominate like those...
So I would tell you this. I feel it's too early to decide. And I know I told you, last episode I said this. I said, I feel that Inter Milan, did banjo for PSG for that final. 100%. 100%.
The same thing that scored 7 goals past Barcelona home and away.
Relax.
Relax. We all know Barcelona.
Relax.
Benfica scored Barcelona 5
goals. You play against who you are facing. You play against Benfica. What happened? If not for the red card, what happened?
I see. Even you would agree.
You are looking away now.
Even you would agree that was the most.
You played against Benfica.
That was the most underwhelming.
Would you have gotten better of them?
Even you would have said that. Even you would have agreed that that was one of the most underwhelming Champions League final ever.
It was because of a team.
It was not because it was not because of.
Did you see that bad press?
Relax. So
did they not press?
Here's what
the Club World Cup.
Here's what I think.
They did press well.
They didn't press well.
That pressing was too hard for them. That one is soft. What is one?
No. Now we get that down iron press. No, we get pressing. Like bro, they iron things out. Like they iron the issues out. But like I said, I do not feel that the current team, not taking anything away from PSG. They played beautiful football this season. But nonetheless, this was a season where the Giants went to sleep.
Yes.
If I'm being honest.
Look at Bayern. Come on.
So, in fact, I believe that as much as that Chelsea was lucky this season, I believe that PSG were the most lucky team this season.
Lie.
No, I strongly believe.
You are watching down what they have done. Honestly, I don't agree with that.
I'm not watching down. I am saying
look at how they started. This is a team that struggled to qualify.
I am saying that
struggled to qualify. It's on record. I can bring it to you.
More reason why they were the luckiest.
How?
Because the fact that they struggled to qualify means that they were not even meant to be in the first place.
That reminds me of that Aston Villa game. They were just few.
Do you understand?
From leaving that competition.
They did not slay. They did not slay a giant this season.
They will humble you very soon.
The Giants went to sleep. The Giants went to sleep. Let's be honest.
I wouldn't agree with that.
But nonetheless,
I wouldn't agree.
I feel it's too early to say that PSG will live up to the greats.
Okay,
it's very early.
It's too early. Let them repeat this next season. Get to the Champions League semi-finals. I'm not even saying final. Get Champions League semi-finals. Do justice again. Do another. Do their league. Before you do a treble or do a quadruple.
That's
you
the Farmers League.
Do a quadruple. You understand? Then we can have that conversation again. Let them come again. Hopefully, the teams that are woken up, Real Madrid are woken up, maybe woken up.
Many champion was sleeping at me.
No,
you guys,
Real Madrid,
you guys have got
all
over you.
No, it's not a Real sentiment. But let's be 100% honest.
Let's agree now. Okay.
Real Madrid were bad last season.
They have to do it again.
They were terrible.
I agree with you.
Bad is like saying, you're not bad now. But bro, they were terrible. For being honest.
I agree with you guys that
they were on Real Madrid.
They have to do it again. But now let's leave the PSG.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
And go.
They were on Real Madrid.
Let's go to the coach of PSG now, right? You guys don't knock out PSG. Say red card. They are not there yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the coach now, he has done treble twice with different team.
Mm-hmm.
One with the ultimate team, Neymar, Suarez, Messi.
Yeah.
There was Xavi, there was also Iniesta in that team. Busquets, these are great players. Now, they sent away the, obviously the big boy.
The top guys.
That talking about Neymar as well as Messi and also the star boy of the team, Mbappe. And he was able to win 4 titles. 3 domestic titles and the biggest in Europe. Can we now conveniently say this guy can sit on the same table with the likes of Pep Guardiola? He has won 3 Champions League. With Ancelotti, obviously the greatest of them all. He has won 5, if I'm correct.
with
Jose Mourinho,
yes.
He has won 3 with separate teams. Alex Ferguson has won 2. That's Wenger.
Wow.
Can we have that conversation that, okay, this guy, forget the team he's winning with or where he has done it. Can we say Enrique is the main man? And I will say, I'll go first. I think this guy is excellent. And I think he's an A-list coach. Yes, maybe he should do it another time again, but he has won Champions League twice with 2 different teams. What is there for him to do again?
When Luis Enrique has a team that he can control, he is a top coach. Let's not forget, and I'm saying this.
You just don't like this guy.
No. I'm like, allow me land. All right? Allow me land. All right? I feel that the biggest, I feel that whilst I'm going to say that, when he has a team that he can control, like a team that basically, respects him, and leading up to when he left Barca, we all know, the entire controversies. He lost the dressing room, right? Around how he left Barcelona. And notwithstanding, if he has good PR, it probably will be like, his name will come up a lot more often. Not taking away what he has done. Great coach. If he has his team, that is a team that, equally respects him, a dressing room that he controls, you can see him inspire, some form of victory or some form of, drive in his team. And that's what any coach will pray for. That's what we're seeing with, Maresca and Chelsea right now. The fact that the team is a team that, more or less, while they have their own drive, they believe in the vision of the coach. Do you understand? And if a Maresca, we saw this happen with, with coaches that happened in Man United as well. When a coach comes in and the players are not players that look up to him and are willing to play with him, this literally happened within the last 4 coaches that the Man U had.
You know what I'm not agree with you?
Alex Ferguson.
You know what I'm not agree with you?
No, post Alex Ferguson.
If he's not in control of his team,
yes,
he wouldn't have let go the likes of Mbappe. He asked them to
No.
leave.
See, Mbappe did not leave because of the coach. Mbappe left because Mbappe forced a move out of PSG.
And this is the same guy that benched Dembele, saying he will never play until he adapts to what he wants. And almost immediately, he made him the best player in the world at this point in time. So if you are talking about that coach not being in control of the team, I would say no.
Dembele is an easier player to control than Mbappe.
You can't say that. Even Rashford and Garnacho are giving a hell of a problem for Amorim in England. So for a coach to be able to coach a team from that low to the biggest level,
Dembele is an easier player to coach.
And every coach will lose the dressing room at the point in time. It happened to Jose Mourinho times and times again, even though he can control his player.
Yeah.
Pep, the only coach I think will not allow that to happen is Pep Guardiola.
And
Ancelotti. No, Ancelotti, come on. Ancelotti, he's just a manager. He doesn't. Yes, really, and I will not take anything from him. He's a guy that, knows how to bring players together.
Yeah.
And once those players are going out of his control, he cannot control them. Rather let them just enjoy themselves outside and does his own job on the field of play. Yet, he will get a result. That was what we saw when he was controlling the likes of Bale, Ronaldo, and the biggest boys.
Yeah.
He was getting results, but those guys were doing their thing. Same thing as Vinicius now, before he left now. So for me, I think that we should cut this guy some slack. Enrique doesn't have to do anything again. What I just want to see again is go to clubs in England, perhaps, and show this again. But
like Enrique, you don't need to do shit, my bro. You don't need to do that, my brother. Stay in France. We don't have France friendly going. If I win the French Cup, win the Queen's Cup, win the bro, and just if you like retire, you lost family already, my brother. Just you don't have anything to do to anybody.
Absolutely.
Enrique, you can hear me right now. You're okay. You're fine.
Alex.
Enrique, you're okay.
Looking at Enrique, I don't think we should just be throwing managers into that A list. I mean, we know what the Mourinho they did now.
So,
we know what
in your opinion,
Pep Guardiola. See, first of all, any manager will go. Even Eddie Howe will go to PSG and win the domestic treble.
Wait, they said the same thing.
Because of the money that they have.
Do you remember that?
Because of the money that they have.
Alex.
The players that
do you remember that?
Alex.
Ancelotti was in France. He didn't win the Champions League.
Alex.
Do you know that?
No, the only thing that's making you guys make Enrique feel special is because, okay, fine, he won the Champions League. I'm not taking that. Yes, it's a big deal. I'm not taking that away from him. But I mean, even me, if you give me as manager to go and coach PSG now, I'll come up with a domestic 3 for you because there's no competition on that league. We all agree.
Pochettino went there.
There's no competition on that league.
Alex, I go commot the AF and I go X you now, my brother.
There's no competition in
I go X you come up for you, bro.
There's no competition in the gun.
It's a lie.
There is zero. That's why we call it the Farmers League. There's no competition there.
League,
so the only way I'm going to rate you is if you come to the Premier League, you do it at the biggest stage in the Premier League. Maybe you win once, twice, and then maybe you give us like another Champions League again, and then I'll say, okay, fine. But right now, you can just put him on the B list, but come and tell him that, you sit in the table of greats.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you are in Chelsea.
You are a pro hater.
You just defeated.
I'm not a hater, but I'm just stating the fact. I'm just stating the fact. We all know that the League One is very, very,
the first blunder you made is saying that Eddie Howe will go and, bro.
Yes.
David Moyes had a premium Man United and still flung it.
Me, I'm telling that's Premier League. That's what I'm telling you, that when it comes to the Premier League now, we can say that, okay, fine.
I tell you, say point blank, what Luis Enrique, and it's not the fact that he did it in La Liga.
But we cannot come and say that, because he won the league and the 2 domestic cup. Anybody can do that. Let's be honest with ourselves.
He won the Champions League.
Yes, I know he won it twice. Yes, but then
not
we cannot say.
But
then with the other guys now, talking about Pep and the rest, we can't just come and put him on the table with people that have put in their sweat and blood.
Opinion. Faruk
inside.
I'm saying it.
I'll put him on the B list, Put him on the B list, with the Conte, Wenger.
Wenger didn't win a Champions League. Wait, he only played in the final of the Champions League.
You'll put Wenger on B list. We're gonna D list.
Moving on. Let's now go to where.
No, he was there. Come on now.
We're gonna
golden.
Golden what?
I want the golden. They're all good.
Well, now bronze.
The one is not good.
Now bronze.
But the one is good, and I think they hold that record. And I think they forever hold that record. At this point,
it doesn't matter. That gold, now just one they will count out,
bro.
Yes, but it's gold. If they say bring your Premier League here now,
as in Wenger,
I have 20.
Yes, now all of them in one column. Now they have one in gold.
Relax.
So does that make Arsenal bigger than Chelsea?
How many have you won in the last 10 years? How many have you won in the last 10 years?
Why? The shape
Faruk,
started 10 years.
Answer the question.
I know you guys
answer the question.
It's not about 10 years.
Answer the question.
I've not been watching football for the last 10 years. You want to hang me where you cannot put me. Well, let's leave. I don't know. I said this show is about Man U.
Oh yeah, okay. We'll not go there again.
Nothing about Man U today.
Sorry, sir.
No problem, Chief.
So let's talk about some transfers. To me, transfers is the most annoying part of football. Even though it is very interesting when you see people throw it back at you. Somebody said something that Chelsea have not finished the preparation for the Club World Cup. They went to the World Club Cup. They signed 3 players. They won the Club World Cup. And Man U have been negotiating to sign an Mbeumo from Brentford. Till today, nothing has happened about that. That's how crazy and very interesting it can be. But at the same time, it is very, very, very boring because, it will not define what will happen on a long run. It will just, confuse you here until when the window closes. That's when I can say, this club has done a very good job. But let's, touchlight on Arsenal, because they are always the go-to guys, easy to attack, and they're also very, very strong to also defend as well too. Because for the last couple of years, we have condemned them for not signing a proper striker. We have called Arteta out for not doing the right thing. I saw one of his videos and he was saying, this bulb will connect when you shine the lights. Somebody was saying that, the guy, are you an electrician? You are a coach, why are you not bringing out bulb and saying, when you connect, I want to say the connection, connect with the old fans, 60,000.
No.
That is Barbadash. If you that's not psychology. That's Barbadash.
Don't do that.
Now, Arsenal, what they've signed, every Tom, Dick, and Harry from you.
Yes,
Chelsea.
my dumping ground, of course.
That's the word.
I have Jackson, I have Amado Broya. If you need Badia Shield, I can still give you those guys.
Okay, I beg, how much?
Quality guys.
Give us tickets. I'm going to pay for that part too.
Quality guys. Quality guys for you. Because now that you signed Noni Madueke, which, he has been receiving some hate comment, but me, I feel for you to unlock Noni Madueke, you need to sign either Broya or Jackson
to unlock
Noni Madueke.
Okay, they only sign the player.
You guys can call me, like I said, Jackson, 100 million. If you can bring 105, we really appreciate it. But I feel at this point, I can call you guys my dumping ground because for the past 4 seasons now, I just
they donate.
Madueke,
Louis,
David,
it's Louis, yeah.
Winner.
Take it. We give you guys. It's
you are so sure that all these players have just signed down. If they don't perform, there's someone
they will
that's
perform.
No, I'm just saying if they don't perform, there's somebody.
If now one just won the Club World Cup.
Why you not calling? Why Madueke? I'm just saying that if in case that something happens and you don't like, you just say, ask now.
Take now.
We let him go.
Jackson, take.
But and that's what you said. Somebody said the same thing as well. That for you to unlock Madueke,
yes,
you have to sign Jackson. How true is that statement?
I just feel that just at this point in time, Chelsea are trying to offload dead weights.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, the only person that seems to always fall for that scam every year is Arsenal. Arsenal, I don't know. Arsenal's like condemn for
this goodie bag. It seems that something's going to come out from you too. For being the world champions, you are going to receive the goodie from the goodie bag first. You just collect.
Hold it.
Don't eat it yet too. Yeah. You are too proud. See this guy though. Something that he gave me this last time. The guy was hailing me like this. You just drop her.
You never win trophy now. You never win trophy.
Razor.
So win trophy. When you win trophy,
the machine
maybe
gun.
I'll be very happy and I will hear you. But for now, you need to work on your.
But I mean, let's talk a little about the Noni Madueke saga. And the hate comments he has received in the last 24 to 48 hours, 72 hours. Even Arsenal, they raised the no, say no to Madueke, banner.
And I think they even created a poll where they have to go and sign
a petition, to basically prevent him from coming. But bro, it's a done deal. It's going whether you like it or not. It's going whether you like it or not. But I let's talk about the mental and psychological effects.
Only a club like Arsenal
that this has
would go so low to come out and start saying unprintable words about a player that is coming to help you, a player that is coming from the biggest level.
No, come and help them though.
A player that is adding a player that is adding quality to a set of players that are yet to even taste an European trophy before. Madueke tasted that some months ago.
Yes,
at the biggest level world, he gets gold medal. He's bringing it to us now. But because of social media is so available to everybody, and one stupid person will just start. Come, if that boy was your brother, or somebody that you know very well, that thing is very devastating. And that's the truth. You cannot come out. If you don't like a player, voice it out in a very good way. That I don't sign this player. But when you go and say you are stopping somebody's means of livelihood and start signing petition up to 4,000, that is classless.
So 2 things.
And that is why Arsenal, it's not a cause. That is why in the end, they might not win a major trophy for a long time. Because for you to go solo and sign petition, start calling him names, bring him out to the media, a guy that is going to wear your jersey, whether you like it or not now. And the first thing you are giving to him is like, throw him under the bus. When he has not even tested, okay, what is the assurance that Saka is not the problem of Arsenal?
So, wow.
No. What is the assurance now that Saka that is playing for Arsenal that is a star boy is the actual problem of them?
Yeah, and I'm going to come in there now. Because now, looking at these Arsenal fans, like, I just feel that their weather changes because last season, they were all like, Saka is always starting, that they need to rest Saka, that Saka is out of legs. Even that long-term injury, and they had to employ Ethan Nwaneri to come and help them on the right wing. And then somebody is coming in that can play both the right wing and that Martinelli that they're always, insulting. And he can also play on the left wing.
Said nothing must touch Martinelli. Whether you are bringing in Messi, you are bringing in Prime Ronaldo, you are bringing any player, Martinelli must occupy that position. But at least we have Noni Madueke that can play on the right wing and also can play on the left wing. And I have a feeling that, okay, fine. They should be very happy that, okay, you guys have somebody that, okay, fine, has played a lot of games. It's not so injury prone and he can always be available. At least if you're having, because they are in the Champions League and they have so many games to play. So if you're in the Champions League, at least if you're playing a Premier League this weekend, you can just, remove Saka at 65th minute and then bring in on Madueke, which I also think Madueke is going to bench Saka in Arsenal. But that's another conversation that we are going to go. That's another conversation that we are going. I also feel that the reason why this backlash is coming is because Arsenal went to the market and they were always giving, they are giving their fans that they are going to sign Gyökeres. And then there was a little bit of a stalemate there and a calmness there. And then come and see that they are going for Madueke. So they were expecting that, we've always known that the problem is the striker, because you have Havertz and Gabriel injured at some point. And, I really feel that if they had like a striker, instead of employing Merino to play as a number 9 for almost like half of the season. So I just feel that because of the whole, the stalemate with the Gyökeres and the fans are like, we need a striker. We've been calling for this striker for the past 3 seasons. You're giving us Havertz, you're giving us Gabriel. We need somebody that's proven. And you've already linked us with Gyökeres and, take our energy level from 0 to like 100. And then only for you to giving us, we go deep for Madueke. So I just feel that that's it.
2 things. I am not going to limit it to Arsenal fan. The English fandom as a whole are a bunch of eggheads.
Yes. Self-entitled. The entitlement
bunch of eggheads. No jokes. It's not just peculiar to Arsenal. It happens across the entire fandom, or even the English national team. We saw what happened with the Euros. The backlash that Saka and the likes got. After the Euros final. So let's be honest. It's an English word that needs to be nipped in the bud. And how this transcends into affecting, because in the end, whilst I also feel that Madueke brought this upon himself because he acted out of line, in certain regards, I feel that one thing as a player, you need to recognize that your job is it's like a 9 to 5 for you. It's a profession, right? And there are certain things that will happen once you step out of line in a profession. Like in the military as well, I liken the football club to the military, like to a military regiment, Once somebody in the pecking order falls out of line, there's a corresponding sanction. Do you understand? And let's not be honest, Madueke has had a chip on his shoulder since that hat-trick. Babami, do something nice. And at least, spray perfume when smell nice. Do at least prove yourself over and again. Like we know the kind of talent that you are. You understand? But to now be marketing yourself as the next thing after sliced bread
and butter.
And and you still cannot, you cannot meta that performance, day in, day out, is a problem. Nonetheless, I feel we need to say this out. The actions that a lot of Arsenal, like not even Arsenal fans, England fans in general do is always out of line. We've seen this happen a lot. Even Bruno Fernandes in Man U suffered it.
Reminds me of Maguire.
A certain Ronaldo suffered it at some point in time.
No, fans are crazy.
So the fandom in the entirety of, in Britain and of course England, in the Premier League, I think they need to, it's the same way out in Italy as well. You always have fans always chanting racist slur and Hispanics as black players as well. So this it's a national problem. It's a global problem, but particularly in England, it needs to be nipped in the bud. Something has to be done about it.
All right, EDT. I think the most important thing that we also have to know is that the reason why Arsenal are mad with the Madueke deal is because they are yet to get Gyökeres before Madueke, and it is absolutely annoying. But still, they don't have a reason to do what they did. Now, Osimhen is also on the other side, and Napoli are making life a living hell for this young man, for a guy that spent 2 good years with you, won you a title, you dreamt of for more than 30 years. The last person that did that was Diego Armando Maradona when he was the king and the prince of Naples. And this guy replicated the same as the highest goal scorer, the best striker, even though he was dropped off of not giving him the best player and also in Italy for obvious reason. Why is it so easy for teams to get, players of that color? And it becomes an issue for an Osimhen who is top 3 striker in the world now. I will say it any day, anytime. In fact, you don't even go past Haaland.
And it's not number 3.
Haaland has dried up completely. Goals are not coming, and we don't see exactly what Haaland is doing. But Osimhen is not scoring. You still no.
You have Højlund though. Are you forgetting the fact that you
said
employ
Haaland
Højlund
now?
Hey, but you have Højlund. Why are you trying to undermine Haaland now, man?
I'm not. I'm saying
Højlund.
No. Let's look at.
But you have Højlund.
More than
say yes. I have
more than
Højlund.
Højlund, because more than Højlund, bro.
There's another player that looks like this guy. Sexy.
Don't take it
When
away.
I see sexy, I remember it.
Don't take it away. Don't take it.
But
Your combined strike force in the last 4 years have not scored enough as Osimhen has done.
big race. That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to let us know how good Osimhen has been for the last couple of years.
Nice
in
segue
Europe.
back. I like that, but
Honestly.
carry on.
So but what must player like that do, to get their desired move? Why I'm only mad is that if I wear Osimhen's shoe, instead of staying at Gala, I will just move to
If I don't
Saudi
top price,
Arabia and collect that bar that United are not willing to pay. How will I be coming from another place to another league and you want to do?
But you rejected the Saudi Arabia move twice.
I know.
So me myself, I just feel that there are like more to this deal that we don't know, and I feel it's pertaining to his parent club Napoli and still with his agents, because if somebody like Morata has played in so many different big clubs, Chelsea,
Atletico Madrid, Chelsea,
then how come Osimhen cannot go and play for these big clubs too? So I also have a feeling that there's more to that we don't know. And I also have a feeling that sometimes it's still about the parent club and probably this whole salary thing that people are bringing up now that maybe it doesn't
less salary. Let me play devil's advocate.
Is it?
I don't believe that the money that is being paid in wages to Osimhen is too small or is too much for a striker of his caliber.
100.
Proven and tested.
Oh, it's coming out at the right time.
Osimhen.
Babami.
Pass on.
Really bad for you.
Pass on.
Really bad for you.
Osimhen played a season injured, came back and still won high school scorer. People forget. Right? And see, whilst of course we might be saying, he's being so proud. And like you said, his agents might have, if he has like maybe a Raiola as agent, for example,
even Felix.
Or you understand. But see, I personally believe that Napoli is the problem in this Osimhen's transfer.
It's not Napoli, the man himself.
Aurelio De Laurentiis
is the man, is the problem.
See, he has a history of crazy negotiations. So what happened with Koulibaly?
Yeah.
Yes.
Demanded 58 million, mocked Chelsea publicly for not, for saying, I'm asking if you guys are lowballing on the asking price. This same Koulibaly went to Atlanta to buy Lookman, offered Raspadori in a bid to lower the price that Atlanta was asking for Lookman. So he's okay with lowering prices for players that he wants to buy.
That's what I'm going to.
But when he wants to sell a player, he negotiates like mad.
Garcella moved to PSG with relative ease. Nobody knew. Did it just
happen?
And these two guys had issues as well too. So that's what I'm saying. That is it about, because he has sold so many players, there was no problem. But Koulibaly, he had issues. Napoli and Osimhen, they have been at it for 2 years now. What exactly is this guy owed? And now people are even attacking Laurentiis and his son on social media, saying that what are you guys trying to do?
Yes. Let's be honest. I strongly believe. So whilst of course, and again, I believe that it's a two-way thing. We have a club and a club head who's is mad.
Yes.
It's not in the head. And we also have other clubs who are not willing to cough out the worth of an Osimhen, right? Whilst one is heavily, is heavily, but I strongly believe. So let's not forget that this is an Osimhen that's had issues with Napoli. Beyond just issues with the owner, he has had issues with the club. We saw the racist laws. Mm-hmm. We saw, the comments that even a club posted on their official handle.
Yeah.
We saw the time when it was clearing to everybody, and I'm not saying this. Let me look at the camera now. I'm not saying this because Osimhen is Nigerian. I'm saying it because of the fact that we saw the contributions both on and off the ball, goal contribution, assists for Osimhen in the lead up to the Scudetto.
Plus off the pitch.
Then we now went to go and crown Kwara. They now went to go and give it to Kwaradona or Ilorin-Dona. I'm not taking out the fact that Barcelona, had a great season. The competition with Osimhen up front was deadly, was brutal. But let's not. This guy, I strongly believe that Osimhen carried the team when he played for Napoli.
Yes, and then when you look at that Champions League, Osimhen was briefly injured for a moment, and then they crashed out from the Champions League. And Kvaratskhelia was there. So I feel that at that game that I particularly played, then I feel that if Osimhen was there, I think he scored in the second leg.
Yeah. Yes. Now, guys. Yeah. We all stand with Osimhen, not because we are Nigerians, but the truth is that let this guy just go. Let him go. But Osimhen and Gyökeres, one word. Who would you pick? I want to get an LI striker in England.
Osimhen.
I'm going to go with Osimhen because Osimhen has proven in Napoli that has not won the Scudetto in 30 years. Yes. And then going to Turkey, see the way he's moving the Turkey fans already. And then scoring goals, increasing the team chemistry over there. I feel he has proven it in 2 leagues, and I feel that he has that, that body, he has that strength, he has that speed, he has that height to become one of the top strikers in the Premier League.
He's already a top striker.
He's already a top striker. I just feel that he's just going to come into any team in the Premier League and then dominate. Because now I'm looking at the transfers. I'm seeing Ekitike going, Newcastle bidding for Ekitike, and I'm like, Gyökeres, I'm looking at some strikers that these guys are calling. I'm like, come on,
Anthony
these guys
cost.
I was like, these guys, come on.
You guys cannot bring out the money for Osimhen.
They don't reach
I will say
Osimhen's
two
talents
things
now.
or 3 things right now. 2 things. The first is the fact that Osimhen is a better striker than Gyökeres. Any day, anytime. First thing, Gyökeres is older, 26, Osimhen 25. 1 year difference between both of them. Gyökeres has played more games, 264 more games, or 306 something games, and has scored 224 goals for Sporting, right? Osimhen has played less games, but I think 200, but scored 154 goals, in that period. Let's not forget for that. He had injury stints. He had suspension. He also had some suspensions as well. He has a proven assist record, meaning that they did a poll last season for Galatasaray that what would have happened if Osimhen did not play in this career. They might have won the league, but you would even argue that Galatasaray's defense last season was in shambles. They conceded a lot of goals last season.
A lot of goals.
And it was Osimhen's effectiveness up front that kept them above in certain matches.
Yeah.
So, one thing is for sure, Osimhen is a better striker in every regard. Again, I feel it is not bad for Osimhen to have rejected a Saudi Arabian transfer. Let's be honest. It has been a moment we had a Nigerian play at the top level ever.
Yeah.
And it is not wrong for Osimhen to ascribe to want to be in the conversation of the greats. He will not do that in Saudi Arabia. He will get the money, but he will not do that in Saudi Arabia.
Facts.
And I will quote the words of John Ogu, former Nigerian midfielder.
Yeah.
I think in 2014, 2015, when I was making the comment, he made his comment, he said, Osimhen is the player right now in Nigeria that will break the Nigerian transfer record, which he did. He's also the player that will most likely put Nigeria and Africa on the world map, which he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Right? And if he goes to Gala, stay in Gala, do well. But I feel that his agent should now negotiate a transfer that if he wants to leave Gala in the next 1 season, he'll be able to leave so without this hassle he's having with Napoli. One thing is sure, Napoli are out to get Osimhen, and they are making they are literally being how can you tell top 3 striker, and it's not number 3, to come back to the club and sit on the bench and play for your feeders team?
Well. Honestly, we'll not get to the end of this Osimhen's topic. It will still come back again. But now, let's leave Osimhen. We know you are going to make the right decision. Hopefully, remain at Gala, chop Gala, and continue to score goals.
And perhaps
do the unthinkable and win the Champions League for Gala. We go support you. Now, let's look at a very important part of the program, the central circle. Honestly, yes. And for that, we are not restarting the program, but being the center circle and the chief umpire, the referee, Tom Ofrebu, that guy that did Chelsea wrong thing.
Gigi.
And the player we are spotlighting today,
Gigi.
it's arguably one of the greatest midfielder in Nigeria. Yes, I would say that. I saw this guy from under 17. He was dragging with arguably one of the goats of all time. Yes, Messi. It was like neck and neck with Messi. And on the 17, and on the 20 level, at the Olympics, it was like, and somebody said something about that guy at the technical point, the technical review, that he plays as if he's older than everybody. That was in Holland in 2005.
Yeah.
And that was exactly the exact shot I had that time.
Yeah.
The maturity of
Osimhen. And composure.
He played at that level, not for just 3-4 years. He was there for a long period of time. You know, he played with the best of the best. When those guys left again, he was still there.
Again.
And it was relevant. He won virtually everything as a footballer. Maybe the best player in Africa, he should have won. That's another topic for another time. Let's talk about John Obi Mikel. Let's talk about him. A lot of controversy here and there. You know, his transfer from Chelsea from Man to Chelsea in the same season. I will never forget that story. We'll talk about that too.
So, first of all, Mikel Obi, if you are going to be watching this, thank you very much for calling out that Jackson guy. Because every single time that you call that guy out,
he has been vindicated.
And thank you for actually putting it up there to the public and to Jenna and to my, sporting directors that we needed a striker and now we've gotten 2 strikers. So if Jackson let him not score. Let him score one goal and be shouting, we are fighting for Africa again.
As a footballer.
But me, I want to thank him for that particular one first. Before we enter what it is as a brother. Mikel Obi, for my club. That guy, once you don't see the guy, they warm up to come, you just don't say that game has ended. That game has ended. The opponent is not scoring. And to be very, very honest, being that guy, always been available for the national team, I feel Mikel Obi is really, 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 really up there. And I feel he still deserves much more love from Nigerians and, the whole world for all his achievements that he has done in his career so far.
When Mikel Obi was a player, he's like that guy that doesn't like you, introvert. He does not talk.
Yeah.
Keeps to himself.
Fight,
even at national team,
yeah.
I saw him so many times. He was like, if I just stand for somewhere, they calculate. His career was 100%. 100%. His career is 100% because he was very business-like.
I would disagree
now,
though. Yeah.
After playing, if anybody had told me that the likes of Postco's and also John Mikel Obi will be this publicist that can say anything
he wants to say,
can come out of his mouth now.
Yeah.
Was a complete contrast of what he was as a player.
Yeah, I think eventually, right now, it's done with the playing aspect of football. Now he has the money and the time to do whatever he likes. All right. If I were to describe Osimhen, Mikel Obi in one word, role player. A perfect role player. I feel, and this is what I was going to say, that it was 100 in his career. I feel it was 90 in his career. Why? I feel that we saw flashes of brilliance for Mikel Obi in many games. I feel that Mikel Obi would have been that Kante of a player, not just a holding, DMF, but equally someone that gives you options, attack. We saw some things that he did for Nigeria, when he was playing. Especially because we lack that, that attacking, vigor in the midfield. And once he steps up, you will see that, this guy, you get some attacking brilliance. And I feel that could have been a game that could have worked on to have been properly, even more propagated. Nonetheless, because of the kind of player, because he's a role player, I feel like, in my opinion, and I can be arrested for this, Osimhen and Ashley Young are the same in my books. Not skill level, but in the fact that you give them a role to play, they'll play it to they literally are coach obeyers. I want to do this and this and this in this speech. Don't do more than this. And as somebody said, they call him Osimhen Talisayin football. Because when he gets the ball, he just turns back. He doesn't, just turns back, hold and maybe, leave it for somebody else, goes front. Perfect role player, great player. I think arguably one of the most aggressive players in Nigeria, as far as trophies go. 4 FA Cups, Premier League titles, Nations Cup.
Champions League, Europa League,
he did
African Cup of Nations as well. Well, if I'm going to say anything about Mikel Obi, I'll say that it could have been better than this. But for
100%.
him to sacrifice his offensive ability,
yeah.
he's very good at that, and now embrace a holding role, and did excellently well.
Perfect
It shows
role player.
how versatile.
It shows how he puts the team
how
first.
good, how technical,
Yes,
how excellent he
I
puts the team first.
agree
And
with
to me, I think what Osimhen did to Mikel Obi is more of an advantage, because he could have lost it after 3 or 4 years playing offensively.
Yeah.
But he understood every little detail about football.
Yes.
That is why you put him on the right-hand side, left-hand side, anywhere in the middle. He will always be John Mikel Obi. And that is the man.
Maybe blow
at the
whistle,
center circle
for
of our
Mikel
program.
now.
John Mikel Obi. All right, guys. I don't know what you guys are still doing here, because say this young man, Chelsea won. He want to finish our program here. He doesn't want to go. If you like, go. If you like, stay here. For me, now my house get me so. I don't waka.
Your empty house with 0 trophies. Me, I'm going to my house with my golden, Club World Cup. So,
damn! We should call this a Man U roast, my bro.
Powered by Sleeper.